We all face challenges, some more daunting than others. But there's a fine line between seeking support and oversharing. When we broadcast our difficulties to the world, we open ourselves up to judgment, unsolicited advice, and potential exploitation. More importantly, we risk losing control of our narrative. Every time we share a personal struggle publicly, we are inviting others to become part of our story. While this can sometimes lead to support and encouragement, it can also complicate our journey towards resolution. By keeping our personal struggles private, we maintain the space we need to process, reflect, and grow. This does not mean we should suffer in silence. Rather, it's about being selective with whom we share our challenges. Confide in trusted friends, family members, or professionals who can offer genuine support and guidance. These intimate conversations often lead to more meaningful assistance and deeper connections than any public post ever could. By keeping our personal struggles private, we also protect our professional lives. In today's world, where our online presence can significantly impact our career prospects, maintaining a level of privacy around our personal challenges is crucial. It allows us to present our best selves professionally while working through our issues privately. Vulnerability can be a strength, but it should be exercised judiciously. Share your struggles with those who have earned your trust, those who can offer real help, and those who will respect the confidentiality of your sharing. This approach not only protects you, but also allows for more authentic and meaningful support. The second aspect of our lives that deserves privacy is our financial situation. Money matters are deeply personal and often fraught with emotion. Whether we are doing well or facing challenges, broadcasting our financial status can lead to unnecessary complications. When we share details about our financial situation, we invite comparison, judgment, and potentially unwanted solicitations. If we are doing well, we might attract people with ulterior motives or create tension with friends or family members who are struggling. If we are facing financial difficulties, we may become vulnerable to predatory offers or well-meaning but misguided advice. Moreover, our financial situation is often in flux. A snapshot shared today might not accurately represent our overall financial health or trajectory. By keeping our finances private, we avoid creating false impressions or setting expectations that we may not be able to meet in the future. Instead of sharing financial details publicly, focus on building financial literacy and seeking advice from qualified professionals when needed. Discuss money matters with your partner or immediate family members as necessary, but keep these conversations private. Remember, financial security often comes from quiet, consistent effort rather than public displays of wealth or struggles. The third area we should guard closely is our future plans. Goals and ambitions are delicate things, easily bruised by skepticism or negativity. When we share our plans prematurely, we open ourselves up to doubts, both our own and others. There's a psychological phenomenon known as the goal-sharing effect, where talking about our intentions can give us a false sense of progress, potentially diminishing our motivation to actually achieve them. By keeping our plans private, we protect our dreams from external influences and maintain the drive needed to turn them into reality. This does not mean we should never share our aspirations. Rather, it's about timing and selectivity. Share your plans when they're more fully formed, when you have already taken concrete steps towards their realization. And even then, be selective about whom you share with. Choose confidants who will support and encourage you, not those who might undermine your confidence or compete with your aspirations. The most successful people often work quietly on their goals, revealing them to the world only when significant progress has been made. This approach allows for focus, flexibility, and the freedom to adjust your plans without public scrutiny. Fourth on our list is our personal relationships. In an age where every date and disagreement can be fodder for social media, it's crucial to remember that the most meaningful connections are built on trust and intimacy. This applies not just to romantic partnerships, but to friendships and family relationships as well. When we overshare about our relationships, we risk several things. We may inadvertently betray confidences, invite unnecessary opinions, or create a false narrative that does not reflect the true nature of the relationship. Moreover, constantly seeking external validation for our personal connections can weaken them from within. Every post, every shared moment, every public declaration about your relationship is not just a statement to the world, but also a message to your partner or friend. What are you really communicating when you feel the need to broadcast your connection? Are you celebrating it, or are you seeking validation? By keeping our relationships private, we create a sacred space where trust can flourish. We allow for authentic moments of connection, unburdened by the pressure of public performance. We give ourselves and our loved ones the freedom to be real, to make mistakes, to grow and change without the weight of public expectation. This does not mean never sharing about your relationships. It's about being mindful of what you share and why. Celebrate milestones, express gratitude, share joy, but do so in a way that respects the privacy and dignity of your relationships. Remember, the strongest connections are often those that do not need public validation to thrive. The fifth aspect of our lives that benefits from privacy is our daily routine. This might seem innocuous at first glance. After all, what harm could come from sharing our morning coffee ritual or workout schedule? But in today's world, where personal information is a valuable commodity, even these seemingly mundane details can be exploited. By keeping our daily routines private, we maintain a sense of personal security. We reduce the risk of stalking or home invasions, as potential wrongdoers won't have easy access to information about our whereabouts. Moreover, we preserve a sense of mystery and individuality in a world that often feels overexposed. Consider the peace that comes from having parts of your day that are just for you. A morning ritual that sets your intention for the day, a lunchtime walk that clears your mind, an evening routine that helps you unwind. These moments are more powerful when they're not performed for an audience. This does not mean we need to become recluses. It's about being mindful of what we share and with whom. Instead of broadcasting our entire day, we can choose to share meaningful moments with close friends and family through more personal channels. We can engage in social activities without needing to document every moment. There's power in being present in your own life without the constant pressure to share it with others. By keeping your daily routine private, you reclaim your time and attention, allowing for deeper focus, greater productivity, and more authentic experiences. The sixth item on our list of things to keep private is our political views. In an era of intense political polarization, expressing our opinions publicly can have far-reaching consequences. It can affect our professional opportunities, strain personal relationships, and even make us targets for online harassment. This does not mean we shouldn't engage in political discourse or stand up for our beliefs. Rather, it's about choosing the right time, place, and audience for these discussions. By keeping our political views private in general settings, we create space for more nuanced, face-to-face conversations where real understanding and change can occur. Last time you saw a political argument play out on social media, did it change anyone's mind? Did it lead to greater understanding? More often than not, these public debates entrench people further in their existing views, creating division rather than fostering dialogue. Instead of broadcasting your political opinions, focus on educating yourself about issues that matter to you. Engage in constructive dialogues with people who have earned your trust and respect. Participate in your community and political process in ways that create real change rather than just noise. Your political views are a deeply personal part of your identity. They're shaped by your experiences, values, and understanding of the world. By keeping them private, you maintain the flexibility to evolve your thinking without public scrutiny. You also create space for more meaningful political engagement based on actions rather than words. Final item on our list is perhaps the most important, our personal growth journey. In an age of self-help gurus and motivational speakers, there's immense pressure to showcase our personal development. But true growth often happens in quiet moments of reflection and persistent effort, away from the public eye. When we share every step of our journey, we risk several pitfalls. We may become overly focused on external validation, losing sight of our intrinsic motivations. We might also feel pressured to present a polished version of our progress, glossing over the messy, challenging parts that are often the most valuable. By keeping our personal growth journey private, we give ourselves the freedom to experiment, fail, and try again without fear of judgment. We can be honest with ourselves about our struggles and setbacks, using them as learning opportunities rather than sources of shame. This does not mean we can't seek support or share our experiences, but we should be selective, choosing trusted mentors or close friends who can offer genuine guidance and encouragement. And when we do share our successes, it should be to inspire others rather than to boost our own ego. Years ago, I embarked on a journey to overcome my fear of public speaking. It was a crippling phobia that had held me back in my career and personal life. I was tempted to announce my goal publicly, thinking it would hold me accountable. But something held me back. Instead, I decided to work on this challenge privately. I joined a small, supportive speaking club where I could practice in a safe environment. I worked with a coach who helped me develop techniques to manage my anxiety. I read books, watched videos, and practiced relentlessly in front of my mirror. There were many setbacks along the way, moments when my voice shook, when I forgot my words, when I wanted to give up. But because I hadn't made a public declaration, I felt free to stumble and start again without the weight of others' expectations. Slowly but surely, I made progress. I moved from speaking in front of the small club to larger audiences. I volunteered to give presentations at work. And eventually, I found myself standing on stages, sharing ideas with thousands of people. When I finally shared my journey, it wasn't as a before and after spectacle, but as a story of perseverance and hope for others facing similar challenges. The privacy I maintained throughout the process allowed me to focus on genuine growth rather than performative change. This experience taught me a valuable lesson about the power of private transformation. When we give ourselves the gift of privacy, we create a safe space for authentic growth and change. We free ourselves from the pressure of constant performance and the need for external validation. As we navigate this interconnected world, it's crucial to remember that not everything needs to be shared. Our personal struggles, financial situation, future plans, relationships, daily routines, political views, and personal growth journeys are all areas that benefit from a degree of privacy. This is not about building walls or disconnecting from others. It's about creating boundaries that allow us to live more authentically and engage more meaningfully with the world around us. By keeping these 7 aspects of our lives private, we protect our peace of mind, preserve our relationships, and create space for genuine growth and connection. Privacy, in essence, is about control. It's about choosing what we share, when we share it, and with whom. In a world that often feels like it's spinning out of control, maintaining this autonomy over our personal information can be incredibly empowering. Advocating for privacy does not mean living in secrecy or isolation. It's about finding a balance between openness and discretion, between connection and self-protection. It's about being intentional with our sharing, ensuring that when we do open up, it's in service of genuine connection and growth rather than fleeting validation or attention. Constantly broadcasting our lives can create a pressure to always appear happy, successful, or put together. This can lead to a disconnect between our online persona and our real-life experiences, fostering feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. By keeping certain aspects of our lives private, we give ourselves permission to be human, to have bad days without the world watching, to make mistakes and learn from them without public scrutiny, to experience joy and success without the pressure to immediately share it with everyone we know. This approach to privacy also allows us to be more present in our lives. When we are not constantly thinking about how to package our experiences for public consumption, we can fully immerse ourselves in the moment. We can savor a beautiful sunset without worrying about getting the perfect photo. We can enjoy a meal with friends without interrupting the conversation to post about it. We can tackle a challenging project at work without feeling the need to prove our productivity to our social media followers. Privacy also plays a crucial role in our professional lives. In today's digital age, where potential employers often research candidates online, maintaining a level of privacy can protect our career prospects. By being selective about what we share publicly, we maintain control over our professional narrative and reduce the risk of misinterpretation or judgment based on out-of-context information. Moreover, privacy fosters creativity and innovation. When we are not constantly exposing our ideas to public scrutiny, we give them room to grow and evolve. Many great innovations throughout history were developed in relative secrecy before being unveiled to the world. This privacy allows for experimentation, failure, and refinement without the pressure of public expectations. When we overshare about our personal lives, we risk damaging trust and intimacy. Confidences shared in private moments become less special when broadcast to the world. By maintaining privacy, we create space for deeper, more meaningful connections. We show respect for the boundaries of others and invite the same respect in return. This does not mean we should never share personal information or experiences. Vulnerability, when appropriately expressed, can foster connection and understanding. But there's a difference between thoughtful, intentional sharing and indiscriminate oversharing. The key is to be mindful of our motivations and the potential impact of our sharing. It's crucial to develop a personal philosophy around privacy. This involves regularly reflecting on our sharing habits and their alignment with our values and goals. It means being proactive about protecting our personal information, both online and offline. One practical step we can take is to regularly audit our social media presence. Review past posts and consider whether they still align with your current values and goals. Adjust your privacy settings to ensure you are sharing only with your intended audience. Be mindful of the information you provide in online profiles and forms. Another important aspect is educating ourselves about data privacy. Understanding how our personal information is collected, stored, and used can help us make more informed decisions about what we share and with whom. This knowledge empowers us to advocate for our privacy rights and make choices that align with our personal boundaries. It's also crucial to cultivate offline spaces in our lives. Create times and places where you are completely disconnected from the digital world. This might mean having phone-free meals with family, taking walks without your devices, or dedicating certain hours of the day to offline activities. These moments of privacy and disconnection can be incredibly restorative, allowing us to recharge and reconnect with ourselves. As we embrace privacy in these 7 key areas of our lives, we may find that it leads to a ripple effect of positive changes. We might discover a newfound sense of confidence that comes from not seeking constant external validation. We might find our relationships deepening as we create more space for genuine, unfiltered interactions. We might experience a surge in creativity and productivity as we free ourselves from the distractions of constant sharing and comparison. Embracing privacy is not about hiding or disconnecting. It's about creating space for authenticity, growth, and meaningful connection. It's about reclaiming control over our personal narratives and choosing how we engage with the world around us. Challenge ourselves to be more mindful of what we share and why. Let's create boundaries that protect our well-being and foster genuine connections. Let's reclaim the power of privacy in a world that often seems to devalue it. By keeping these 7 aspects of our lives private, our personal struggles, financial situation, future plans, relationships, daily routines, political views, and personal growth journeys, we are not just protecting ourselves. We are creating space for more authentic living, more meaningful connections, and more genuine growth. Carry with you the understanding that real power is often hidden in what we don't want to share. Embrace the power of privacy, not as a barrier, but as a tool to live more authentically and engage more meaningfully with the world around you. In doing so, we may find that we are not just protecting our privacy, we are nurturing our sense of self, strengthening our relationships, and opening up new possibilities for growth and fulfillment. We are reclaiming our narrative in a world that often seems intent on writing it for us. Consider your relationship with privacy. How can you create more space in your life for private reflection and growth? How can you be more intentional about what you share and with whom? How can you use privacy as a tool to live more authentically and connect more deeply? In a world that often values exposure over depth, choosing privacy can be a radical act of self-care and self-determination. It's a choice that says, I value my inner world. I respect the sanctity of my personal experiences. I choose to engage with the world on my own terms. Use it as a compass to guide your interaction, both online and offline. Let it be a source of strength, a wellspring of authenticity, and a catalyst for genuine self-discovery. As we navigate the intricate web of our digital lives, privacy becomes not just a shield, but a powerful tool for personal growth and meaningful connection. How privacy nurtures creativity. When we are not constantly performing for an audience, our minds are free to wander, to explore unconventional ideas, to make mistakes and learn from them without fear of judgment. This creative space, protected by privacy, is where innovation thrives. It's where we can experiment with new concepts, refine our skills, and develop our unique voice without the pressure of immediate public scrutiny. Privacy also allows us to cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness. In quiet moments of reflection, undisturbed by the noise of social media and the opinions of others, we can truly listen to our inner voice. We can examine our thoughts, feelings, and motivations with honesty and clarity. This self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, personal growth, and authentic relationships. Moreover, privacy fosters resilience. When we are not constantly seeking external validation, we learn to trust our own judgment and develop inner strength. We become less swayed by the fleeting opinions of others and more grounded in our own values and beliefs. This resilience serves us well in all aspects of life, from navigating career challenges to maintaining healthy relationships. In our relationships, privacy creates a sanctuary of trust and intimacy. It allows us to be vulnerable with our chosen few, to share our true selves without fear of exposure. This depth of connection, nurtured in private moments, strengthens bonds and creates a support system that can weather life's storms. Privacy also plays a crucial role in maintaining our mental health. The constant pressure to share and perform on social media can lead to anxiety, depression, and a distorted sense of self-worth. By reclaiming our privacy, we create space for genuine self-care and emotional processing. We give ourselves permission to feel without the need to immediately broadcast those feelings to the world. In our professional lives, privacy can be a powerful ally. It allows us to develop skills and strategies away from the prying eyes of competitors. It gives us the freedom to take calculated risks and learn from failures without damaging our professional reputation. By carefully curating our public professional persona while nurturing our skills privately, we can navigate our careers with greater control and intentionality. Privacy also protects our intellectual property and creative endeavors. In a world where ideas are currency, keeping our projects under wraps until they're fully developed can be crucial to their success. This does not mean working in complete isolation, but rather being selective about whom we trust with our creative processes and unfinished work. Privacy is essential for maintaining a healthy democracy. When we keep our political views private, we create space for more nuanced, face-to-face discussions about important issues. We reduce the risk of online echo chambers and polarization. We protect ourselves from potential discrimination while still engaging meaningfully in the political process. We might find ourselves rediscovering the joy of mystery and anticipation. In a world of instant gratification and constant updates, there's something magical about keeping parts of our lives private. It allows us to surprise our loved ones, to reveal our accomplishments when the time is right, to maintain an air of intrigue that can be both personally fulfilling and socially engaging. Privacy also gives us the power to control our own narrative. Instead of having our story told through a series of disjointed social media posts or public records, we can choose how, when, and to whom we reveal different aspects of our life. This control allows us to present a more coherent, authentic version of ourselves to the world. In our digital age, privacy can be a form of rebellion against the data-driven economy that seeks to commodify every aspect of our lives. By being intentional about what we share online, we reclaim our personal information as something valuable and worthy of protection. We become active participants in shaping the digital landscape rather than passive consumers whose data is harvested without our full understanding or consent. As we cultivate privacy in our lives, we might find ourselves developing a keener appreciation for the present moment. When we are not constantly documenting our experiences for public consumption, we can immerse ourselves more fully in the richness of life. We can savor the taste of a meal without the urge to photograph it, enjoy a concert without watching it through our phone screens, or have a heartfelt conversation without thinking about how we will summarize it in a status update. Privacy also allows us to maintain healthy boundaries in our relationships. It gives us the space to process our emotions, reflect on our interactions, and make decisions without undue influence from others. This boundary setting is crucial for maintaining our individuality within relationships and preventing codependency. Moreover, privacy can be a powerful tool for personal reinvention when we are not bound by the expectations created by our public persona. We have the freedom to explore new aspects of our identity, to change our minds, to grow and evolve. This flexibility is essential for lifelong learning and adaptation in our rapidly changing world. As we navigate this increasingly connected world, let's remember the power and value of privacy. It's not about retreating from the world, but about engaging with it on our own terms. It's about creating space for authenticity, growth, and meaningful connection in a world that often prioritizes superficial interaction and constant exposure. By keeping certain aspects of our lives private, our personal struggles, financial situation, future plans, relationships, daily routines, political views, and personal growth journeys, we are not just protecting ourselves. We are nurturing our creativity, fostering our resilience, deepening our relationships, and opening up new possibilities for growth and fulfillment. Let's carry with us a renewed appreciation for the power of privacy. Let's use it as a tool to sculpt the lives we want, to nurture the relationships we value, and to become the people we aspire to be. In a world that often pushes for constant exposure, let our commitment to privacy be a testament to our wisdom, our self-respect, and our understanding of what truly matters in life. The most valuable parts of ourselves are often those we hold closest. By honoring our privacy, we honor our inherent worth and dignity. We create space for genuine self-expression and authentic living. We open the door to deeper understanding, both of ourselves and others. Embrace the power of privacy in your life. Create spaces of quiet reflection. Nurture relationships away from the public eye. Pursue goals without needing constant validation. And give yourself the freedom to grow and change without explanation or apology. In doing so, you may find that you are not just protecting your personal information. You are cultivating a richer, more authentic way of living. You are creating room for deep connections, personal growth, and a strong sense of self that can weather any storm. May it be your ally in the year ahead and beyond. May it help you live more authentically, connect more deeply, and grow more fully into the person you are meant to be. And may it always remind you of the beauty and strength that reside within you, waiting to be nurtured in those quiet, private moments that are uniquely yours.